Believe me, just watch.
We're back on the Morning Brew with friends. We got some new friends this morning. We got Chuck, who's a volunteer instructor, and Bruce Hopper with the Adaptive Sports Program, and our buddy Steve Westman, the Curious Townie.
Yes.
And you guys have known each other forever.
We have.
And then you reconnected recently.
We're old academy chums from a while back.
And then when you reconnected with Bruce, you found out he was working with some adaptive ski programs.
Right. Well, you know, I've Bruce and I have always crossed paths all these years, but when you watch, I've been watching some of the videos on Facebook that get to you, get under your skin.
Right. Was one of those of Chuck?
There were several.
Yes. So Chuck, you are now back to skiing after 20 years of not skiing, right?
Actually, 30 years.
30 years of not skiing.
Yeah, I'm a disabled vet, and
because you served in Persian Gulf, and you ended up with an injury.
Yes. And but the thing of it is I moved out here 2 years ago from Florida. I found the adaptive program at the VA. They were doing a little expo of all the different adaptive sports, and skiing just seemed to fit for me.
Very cool. Were you there giving the pitches to the veterans yourself, Bruce?
I wasn't that day. I do a lot of stuff and ski with a lot of sit-down skiers, but that day it was probably maybe our...
Brett Wall.
Yeah, Brett, our program director, is a great guy. Does a million things for us.
And you met Brett and you said, "Wow, this is something I should be doing right now."
Well, the thing was my PTSD was so severe at that time. A room this size with 20 people in it, I couldn't get inside of it. And Brett saw the trouble I was having over about a 45-minute period, and he actually came outside and brought it to me. And so yeah, that was the beginning of me regaining my life. I isolated for over 20 years before I found this program. And
what is it about skiing that helps?
It's a sense of freedom for me.
Yeah.
You get up there and you're on the slopes, and that's what I like about the ski bike better, other than a sit ski.
Is this the ski
That's
bike?
Chuck.
Oh,
Is that you on the ski bike there?
yeah.
That's awesome.
That's my four-wheel drive all-terrain off-road wheelchair.
That's really
That
cool.
Zoom.
gets him up to the base of the ski area where he hops on his ski bike, yeah.
And any veteran that has honorable discharge and at least 50% disability, the Independence Fund will buy that off-road wheelchair for them.
That's cool.
So
That's very cool. So you can get from your car to the lift, no problem.
I have a trailer that I rig up on the back of it. I load all my gear in the back, and I'm up the mountain. Actually, this weekend I hauled all the gear, the grill, and everything for our cookout up the mountain with that.
Very cool. Where'd you ski this weekend?
This weekend I was at Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. How was it up there? Because I know the snow
was-
dumped in Albuquerque. You did
It was beautiful.
Was
it really
fresh
was. Powder everywhere. I got to ski a little bit yesterday, but my main chore was cooking Saturday. So
Excellent.
for
Excellent.
our under your barbecue.
So more than just the idea of opening up something for, that freedom, it probably brought you back into the fold with a lot of friends and finding a lot more.
Well, I mean, it's still the
community.
only social events that I attend, are with this group, and they have a full summer program, and that's that really solidified it for me. I didn't miss one event. Elephant Butte, we do for a week. Ute Lake, Abiquiu Lake.
Wow.
Rio Grande up on the whitewater.
Very
raft
cool.
The Rio Chama, we raft the Rio Grande at Taos Gorge. I mean, it's
This is
really
a whole new life.
We're gonna add,
Wow.
we're also adding rock climbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this spring and summer because rock climbing's the ultimate adaptive sport because, in my opinion, everybody wears a harness. Everybody
Right.
hangs on a rope when they need to, and
Right.
we have a lot of climbing expertise in our program too, so we're adding that this year. I think we have 11 summer events.
Very cool. How many veterans like Chuck do you work with, Chris?
Well, we work also with the Wounded Warriors. Our program serves just the general public, anybody that's interested in skiing with a disability.
It's not just for
Not
veterans,
vets,
but
kids and adults, visually impaired, amputees, strokes, multiple sclerosis, spina bifida, whether you stand up, sit down, we can pretty much take anyone skiing, and
Very
we do.
how did you get involved? How did you find this program yourself?
Well, that's a good question. Way back in 1989, I was friends with a lady named Vibeke. I was a member of the UNM ski team, and we'd ski together. And She was our first paid employee, executive director. Her responsibility was to grow the program. It started 28 years ago or so with just a handful of volunteers. We now have over 200 volunteers. I just started then and never left.
That's very cool. So, and what's your favorite event? I mean, is it the skiing? Is it the water skiing? Is it what?
Yeah, I'm pretty much a winter sports specialist with the program. So we have a lot of people that are very well rounded and a very, very skilled group of volunteers. We work training instructors at other ski areas in the state. Taos has developed their program somewhat. We have a huge program in Santa Fe. We have an amazing sponsor with the Ski Santa Fe, probably the best partner we could ever have. Sandia Peak and Ski Santa Fe support us at basically 150%. We're truly partners at the ski area. We're always there. And I ski just with sit-down skiers that get tethered. So that's all I do.
And you were telling me about your ski bike. This just sounds like I am a faceplant skier the whole way. And,
so you don't have to worry about
and I wouldn't have to worry about it. How does this work? It sounds like I've seen pictures of them, but how do you even ride it? Because it's like a bicycle.
You're riding a bike up here and you're skiing down here. With my disability, it works for me. Problem with my knees, rotator cuffs. And this way, I only have to put the weight on them when I need to cut and turn. And the rest of the time, they're just going along for the ride. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's very cool. It sounds like just so much fun. You're probably faster on that kind of a.
You can.
Yeah.
The potential for harm is great. But that's where the fun comes in.
Right. And you said that you were able to go from basically the bunny slope to the black diamond in just one day.
Yeah. Last season, I started the program last February with the Veterans Program, which is every Friday in February. And I hadn't skied in 30 years. I went from bunny slopes to black diamonds in 3 Fridays. And because, like I say, when I went down the first time, I found my new love. So.
That's very cool. Very cool. So how does someone get involved in the program? How do you?
That's also a great question. The best thing to do to start would be to find us on Facebook. Adaptive Sports Program New Mexico. We also have a website, adaptiveski.org. But if you'll find us on Facebook, there's our web address. If you click like on Facebook for Adaptive Sports Program New Mexico, you'll see a lot of video. We're very, very busy. You'll see a lot of thrilling video. You'll see a lot of photographs of participants and volunteers having fun.
And what's the snowball that just went?
Yeah, the snowball, Steve and I thought it'd be nice to have us on. We have an annual fundraising ball March 7th in Santa Fe with an auction and a lot of fundraising. We rely on people to support us, and that's why if you could find us on Facebook, click like, maybe if you felt like supporting us as a volunteer, if you're a potential skier with a disability, you'll figure out how to contact us. If you'd like to donate money, we would be thrilled to take your money, and we rely on that. And we have a lot of expenses. In fact, we have as much equipment as any program in the country, and we spent $40,000 3 months ago on winter primarily and quite a bit of summer equipment. Kayaks, sailboards, stand-up paddle boards, we do everything. And we'd love to have your support, and that starts with just clicking like.
And you can also find ways to get tickets to the snowball.
The snowball is sold out.
Oh, it's already sold out. That's amazing.
That's what we were worried about yesterday.
Wow.
It's sold out.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
It is great.
That's a good problem to have, which means next year you're going to have to make it bigger.
Yeah, bigger. We're going to expand it, and but we're a very, very active program. We're thrilled with any kind of support we can get. Follow us on Facebook. Look at our website. All the information is there.
Excellent.
That Facebook page.
It's full of videos that really introduced you to the program, right?
Well, I've been aware of the program for a very long period of time. But when I knew I wanted to come in and talk about the ball, and then I realized we're not going to be able to talk about it because it's sold out. But I spent a whole day looking at those videos, and you grab a handkerchief. They're bittersweet, some of them, and then they're just like so. Some of them make you smile.
Right. Well, fun stuff like you getting on the slopes.
Is you see some of these kids with the autism or Asperger's, and they're non-responsive, and they get on the water or they get on the slopes, and you can see them crack open. You can see them starting to have fun, and
that's great. Well, we're going to be back in a couple of seconds
awesome.
talking about a whole lot more. We got some roundtable trending topics to talk about today, including that dress. broke the internet? You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's so
Steve?
ridiculous.
We're going to talk all about the dress and a whole lot more. Coming back on Morning Brew with Friends.
Ugly.